Candace Owens, Candace Owens, Candace Owens. Shame on you. You're coming at Israel as if you are an advocate for Iran.
An influencer reached out and said that people are being offered money to make anti-Candace and anti-Tucker videos, up to $1,000.
Candace Owens is flipping, talking about Donald Trump or some of the minor things that she disagree with. Well, people, Candace Owens has flipped. She's against Donald Trump. She said she regrets every thing. Everybody's up in arms. Oh my God, Candace Owens, Candace Owens. But you know what, people? I'm here to let you all know, don't take it so personal.
Candace Katari Owens has officially reached a new milestone in her career. I don't think she would have ever guessed back in 2018 when she still had two brain cells to rub together.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the Islamic Republic of Iran. What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're gonna look at Candace Owens, and I saw her interview with Russell Brand. And for me, the way I saw it, it looked like it was just an interview. Just say it like that. It was an interview. It was an interview. She is not turning her back against the U.S.
Are you done with Donald Trump, or could you see a way that you would end up perhaps voting for him? Oh, you can't run again, obviously, but would you support him publicly again?
So I want to be clear. I don't regret voting for Donald Trump above Kamala. I think he was the better candidate, certainly a better candidate above Joe Biden. But what I will say is that he's been a chronic disappointment. And I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen and it is happening. But I just think that the picture.
Because remember, guys, like, you should go back in time. The time when she used to be a journalist. I mean, like, there was this one point whereby she interviewed the president of the United States. I mean, like, she has different photos, like 3 photos with Trump. You see, maybe it's because she was one of the reporters to which was always asking the questions. But
what does he think? We're stupid? And the people online that are trying to pretend that we are the ones betraying Trump for holding him accountable to his promises that he made to us when we voted for him, when we encouraged other people to vote for him. You're pretending that we're the ones that are problematic? This level of gaslighting that's taking place. You got Laura Loomer out there saying, screenshot every tweet that's against Donald Trump. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You better start capturing Donald Trump's tweets that are going out right now because they seem pretty against Donald Trump's ideas of yesteryear. That's all I'm saying.
Damn!
Since she is going off about America going to war with Iran and always attacking Bibi Netanyahu, so I mean,
under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, Article 90, dishonorable discharge can result in forfeiture of all pay and allowances up to 5 years confinement, which is a pretty heavy penalty to pay.
Yeah, I'd want my kids to go to jail before they fought for Israel. I'll say that honestly.
Okay.
I would. I have 3 sons, and I'm going to be honest with you, Pierce. I'm glad you told me that consequence. I take that consequence any day to them being sent back over in a coffin because they died for Israel. So.
Okay, but I think the one thing you're missing, look, I come from a big military family, a lot of military in my family, and a lot of people fighting wars on behalf of the United States are not doing it because they think Bibi Netanyahu wants them to. They're doing it because
some of them do that, and they write into my show and answer the question.
But many of them won't, and they might be offended by you suggesting that's the only reason they're doing it.
And they can watch your show, and they can be offended all they want, but I think it's more offensive the way that our military is treated, the veterans are treated, and the gaslighting that takes place when we're told that we have to defend everybody's borders. But I
actually think America treats its veterans better than almost any country in the world.
I mean, this has always been an open conversation, and I'm just saying that if my boys were being drafted to fight this war in Iran, I would be like, you know what, honey, take the other option. And that's not because it's cowardice. It's because when you sign up for the military,
okay, but I would say that the pilots,
you are pledging that you are doing something that is going to better your country.
Candace,
and like I said, our country has been in steep decline since we have been part of this.
Wow.
like, like a woman like Candace Owens, I feel that she should mainly concentrate on domestic stuff that are happening in America rather than going political and trying to look at something in a foreign land, because you should understand that, like, she should just look at things that are currently happening, like the big beautiful bill to which is going to take away Medicaid and student loans, and also it's going to cut off food stamps, you see. So Yes, guys. So that's what I feel like. Candace Owens should only focus on that. I don't feel that she should mainly focus because, like, I mean, like, to be honest, like the way she attacks people, like attacking the wife of the French president. I mean, like the first lady of France. Like that's some balls. I mean, that's something like to attack the French president's first lady. I don't want to lie to you. For her to go over there, that series was so interesting. I don't want to lie to you. I was watching to think, to find that every single episode was always talking about the same thing. You see, I thought maybe like because she had a series whereby like I think it was 5 episode or 6 episode. I don't remember. But when I started to look at the first one, I thought maybe like the next one we would dig more deep and deep into what she was talking about. But to find out, the first episode was always like the last episode. More like every episode was always talking about the same thing. Like it would make sense if you watch only the first episode and then get the idea what she's talking about. So yeah, the question is about the American public. What do they feel about her? Because remember that people in America, like the black community, to say, like it seems like she does not get along with the black community at all.
Candace Owens, Candace Owens, Candace Owens. Shame on you. You're coming at Israel as if you are an advocate for Iran and the ability for them to have a nuclear weapon. I don't know what happened to you because you're not MAGA anymore. MAGA stands behind the president. Even though we don't want war, there are some times you have to use what we call the necessary evil. And in this case, one of our mortal enemies gaining the ability to have nuclear weapons, it cannot happen. And I'm MAGA to the core, but I got common sense. It cannot happen. And those of you that are MAGA, who are rolling with Candace Owens, you're not MAGA. Because now you're pushing the Barack Obama deal that was invoked with Iran when Obama was the president. This is what you're doing. So you don't hear them saying death to America, death to Israel, death to the UK. If you don't hear that, then you shouldn't be in this conversation. There's no way in hell that Iran should ever have the ability to own a nuclear weapon.
Because when I checked on, like, you can go to social media, you can go to anywhere, it seems like the black community despises her. Like, they don't like her at all. So eventually, one user wrote, Candace Owens says President Trump has been a chronic disappointment. And she's embarrassed that she convinced people to vote for her. Candace is an example of another example of a spineless sellout grifter. Tomorrow she will love him again. To which I feel that that's how I feel also myself. So yeah, I feel that maybe like you find that tomorrow she'll be like this, tomorrow then she'll be like, no, I was wrong about President Donald Trump. So another user says that Candace Owens, you're not MAGA anymore. Siding with Iran's nuclear ambition, MAGA supports the president and recognizes the necessity of stopping Iran, a mortal enemy, from gaining nuclear weapons. Supporting Owens' alliance with Obama's Iran deal, ignoring their death to America chant. Iran's practically amassed. Okay, from one user, don't know about you, but I am sick of Candace Owens. And then there are some people who also commented saying that one user said that you were probably not fond of the truth, and I never liked her, so it's for me. And another user says that how do you think Brigitte Macron feels? Another user says, I finally unfollowed her, disappointed because I used to really like her podcast, but she just kind of railed off the tracks in the last 6 months. And then me too. And then I stopped following and listening to her over a year ago. She went off the deep end. So there you go, guys. That's how people feel about Candace Owens at the moment.
Candace Owens. Okay? And this is coming from someone who has supported her and loved her for years. But I don't know who got to her or what's happened to her in the last 6+ months. But the fact that she said, if you're in the military and you don't want to go to war, you know what? You should just go get dishonorably discharged. You shouldn't have to go to war. Who the you to say this? This is coming from a military mom, and of course I don't want my children fighting in a war and dying in a war, but this is something they knew could happen. It could happen. You're signing up for the military, and you're not gonna out when it starts getting tough and be like, you know what? I'm just gonna dishonorably discharge because I don't want to go to war. I didn't sign up for this for war. Yeah, you did. And they know this. Military members know this. And this is why they're such amazing people. Okay? But the fact that that Candace Owens blatantly, straight up said, just dishonorably discharge. Just do it. You, Candace. You are not a patriot. These military members are patriots. And they will die for this country to protect your ass. But you're to get out? Who's gonna protect you? Huh? Who's gonna protect you so you can sit on your little cushion? Oh, I'm so pissed. I am unsubscribing from every single platform on this.
So yeah, guys, I mean, like, in terms of Candace Owens, I mean, like, even recently when I was checking social media, it seems like, well, okay, like I was watching, I watched Candace Owens, hence I'm gonna repeat it again. I love her work. Like, she is an interesting person, by the way. I don't know if she brainwashed me, but she is doing a good job. So I was watching one episode whereby she was talking about one of these micro influencers to which are working with Israel to say that she is working with Iran.
That somebody reached out to me, someone that I trust very much, and said, Candace, just want you to know, we're on opposite sides of this thing, but there's money behind this pro-Israel movement. Billionaires and Israeli billionaires reached out, asked so-and-so to make a video that is pro-Israel. And then an influencer reached out and said that people are being offered money to make anti-Candace and anti-Tucker videos, up to $1,000 for a micro influencer. That's a lot of money. This person has got to have a lot of money, whoever's behind this. And so today we did something because we're so interested, is we put a bounty out, $10,000 for an influencer that got paid, a micro influencer. Don't care if you're micro. You email tips@CandaceOwens.com and show us the concrete email of who paid you to make a video about me and Tucker and to say that we must be funded by Qatar, because that's the disinformation campaign that's happening right now. And we'll give you 10K, no questions asked. I don't care if you already made the video. We will not ever reveal your name. You can go on and live your life, okay? Promise that.
Candace Owens is flipping, talking Donald Trump or some of the minor things that she disagree with. What do you all expect? I put Candace Owens on the same level as the anchormans and anchorwomen of CNN. Someone asked me, what do you think about Candace Owens? And my response was, I don't trust her. Oh no, she's preaching the word, she blah, 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 blah. Well, people, Candace Owens has flipped. She's against Donald Trump. She said she regrets every thing. Everybody's up in arms. Oh my God, Candace Owens, Candace Owens. But you know what, people? I'm here to let you all know, don't take it so personal, because we used her. Yeah. Two can play that game. We used her. We used her platform to vote in the best candidate the country has ever seen in their lives. So
Candace Qatari Owens has officially reached a new milestone in her career. I don't think she would have ever guessed back in 2018, when she still had 2 brain cells to rub together, that one day she would wake up and she would find herself being in support of a regime that is the backing of some of the most terroristic organizations on the planet, including Hezbollah, Hamas, and the likes. Now, not only has Candace switched up her tune when it comes to her support of basically anything that actually aligns with their so-called Christian values, but well, she was officially featured on Iranian television as an example of what it looks like to support your homeland, or at least your alleged sugar daddy over there in Iran.
What micro influencers is busy attacking her? Like, I mean, like, hi, man, like, the first video, and now this second video, so it seems like this guy works for Israel. I don't know, because from the way it sounds like this guy really is attacking Candace Owens. Like, wow, I don't want to lie to you. Okay, for my thoughts, guys, on Candace Owens is that, like, I love her work. I mean, like, she should continue doing the good work. I would not stop watching her because every single day is a new story to which she is uncovering, and she's quite an interesting person. She reminds me of Alex Jones and David Icke, the way she uncovers these conspiracies. I wish she would go into depth on her YouTube, but because of her YouTube, like, so yeah, I should maybe go and check out her website to see what she goes into deep into detail. But despite that, guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.